Did you know that when you try too hard, when you're pursuing someone or you're beginning a relationship, that this actually pushes them away? Yeah, we don't want to push people away. And so I want to share with you a story about someone that I worked with that used to do this. And this one thing that I saw them do, they started off strong. And then over time, they started slipping, which was them just trying too hard, and it costs them every single time. And what you actually need to do so that you don't come across as desperate, needy, clingy, because all that does is just push people away. Now, a lot of my work comes and is centered around boundaries. If you don't know me, I'm Arica Angelo. I'm the host of the new show Love Without Borders on Bravo TV. And I've been a dating and relationship expert for 14 years. And if there's one thing that I've seen consistently that people need to get better in, if they want to have success in relationships, if they don't want to just start off strong, but they want to continue strong and actually keep the relationship, is to have better boundaries. And most of the time, people just don't know what to say. They don't know how to initiate that hard conversation, to stand up for themselves, or to say when they want something. And I've heard this from clients over the years. And so I created something called my Boundaries Bible, which will tell you exactly what to say when you're beginning a relationship, when you're in a relationship, or even when you find yourself in a toxic relationship. The reality is this: to make a relationship work, we need communication. The challenge is most of us don't know what to say. So that's why I created this Boundaries Bible. You can get it at the link in the comment section below. And I want you to get a hold of that so that you know exactly what to say, so that your boundaries stay intact. And not only do you get the relationship or the love that you want, but you're actually able to keep it and you don't lose yourself. I think that's a big fear of a lot of singles right now, or people in relationships. I just don't want to lose myself. When you have better boundaries, you don't lose yourself or your love. So make sure that you get that. So this person that I was working with, they sometimes would just try to come across as like the easygoing girl that, was just fun and everybody just loved her. And that was great. And then she would say, well, this is what I'm looking for and this is what I need in a relationship. But the minute that the person kind of backed off a little bit, whether she was coming on too strong, she was too eager, she was too excited, what she ended up doing every single time is she would start negotiating on her boundaries. So when she was negotiating on her boundaries, that was her trying too hard. What does that even mean? Here's the thing: when people are interested in us, they're actually interested in getting to know more of us. What we do, and this is where most of us make a mistake and we start trying too hard, is we start relinquishing who we really are to become the person that we think that they want. And that never works for you in the end, because people can feel the lack of genuineness in that. They can feel like, hey, where did the person go that I first met? Like, who is that person? That's why I keep spending time with you, because I want to get to know that person. Where is that person? And by you not remaining who you are and you start softening on your boundaries, that is you actually trying too hard to keep the person. The reality is the focus always has to be back on you and you being true to you and your desires and what you really want in a relationship, in a person. The minute that you start relinquishing that, you start saying, I'm going to compromise, like even though they're not this or that, I'm going to keep going because there's chemistry there, or maybe the sex is good, or maybe they're just so good looking, you don't want to let them go. The problem is when you start clinging on to all those things, you are actually trying too hard and it's pushing them away. The reality is when you remain true to you and your standards and your boundaries and what it is that you want, that person is going to want to be around you more. Because here's the thing, when we're true to ourselves, this is the epitome of freedom. This is a free person, a person who is able to choose themselves over and over and over again, despite the circumstances. That's a free person. We want to be with a person like that. But when you start negating that so that you can stay with them because they're good looking or whatever, they quit showing up. They quit trying. They quit putting in the work because they feel like you're doing all the work by trying too hard and becoming someone that you're not and doing things that you don't want to do. So with this friend of mine, she would start off very bubbly, very energetic, and guys would really be into her. But over time, she would get caught up in the idea of what the relationship could be. And then she started compromising what it is that she really wanted. What were those core values, those things that she really saw that she wanted to have inside of her relationship? And so, in essence, guys could feel that as this is needy energy and it's pushing me away. And it's interesting that is the concept, that when we start losing ourselves, that is actually needy, that's clingy. But being true, remaining who you are, this keeps you exciting to the other person. They want to know more of you. But the reason why most people fall off is because the real you is no longer showing up, because you're selling yourself short, you're compromising, you're not being true with your boundaries. And like I said, if you don't know how to have those conversations, what you'll end up doing is losing yourself trying to please the other person. And that is never, ever, ever going to put you into a winning situation. So I'm curious, if you're watching this, let me know in the comments section if this has been you, if you lost yourself by trying to keep the other person and not even realizing that compromising on your boundaries was actually you being kind of clingy and pushy, and it was pushing them away because you weren't being the real you. They could feel the desperation. And so listen, I've got a bunch more videos. Watch this next video that's coming up. It's going to really support you on this journey. Yeah, sometimes we just got to take a hard look at ourselves and go, what am I doing? I can't just keep blaming it on there's no one available. I have to look at myself. So start with this next video. I'll see you in the comment section, and I've got more videos coming. Like this video, and I'll see you soon.